Hello, hello, and welcome back to the 3 Up Moon livestream, everybody. My name is Matt, otherwise known as 3 Up Moon, here on Twitch and YouTube. And if you're watching live on twitch.tv/3up_moon, thank you so much for tuning in. It is Monday, April 19th, 2021, 420's Eve, and we are going to continue and hopefully finish our second run of Link to the Past Randomizer. Earlier today we started Super Mario Bros. 3 Mix, a brand new Mario 3 ROM hack on the channel from 2014. And yeah, tonight we're going to try to continue Link to the Past Randomizer. And if you are aware of what Link to the Past Randomizer is, or if you haven't seen the previous parts, or if you're unaware of Link to the Past Randomizer, or if you haven't seen the previous parts to this playthrough, you can go to my YouTube channel, and you may be watching this on YouTube at the moment, but there is a playlist there for all of the parts of this playthrough. This is going to be part 5 of our second run. And I mean, at its core, what we've done with the randomizer is we've shuffled the colors around, all the color palettes, shuffled the enemies. We've turned on enemy damage randomization, so the amount of hearts that an enemy can take from us is completely shuffled around. We have randomized item locations and chests, as well as our playable character. In this run we've been playing as Garo, a mini-boss from Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. And we have 6 of 7 crystals that are needed to defeat Ganon. We're running this on open mode, which means that we didn't have to necessarily save Zelda at the very beginning in the basement of Hyrule Castle like the vanilla game would have you do. But it kind of bypasses the story and lets you start at Link's house but go anywhere you like that's accessible. Well, at this point, we pretty much have most of the items we need, and there's only one dungeon to take on, which is the Desert Palace. And we also have a few items missing, one of them being the Book of Medora. The Book of Medora is needed to actually access the Desert Palace entrance. So we need to find that, and that will be our entrance to progression. Once we do that, we can do Ganon's Tower, and then we can take on Ganon. We're also missing the mushroom and the net, and one more item. So 3 items, I think, at this point. But we'll do a quick character recap in just a second here. The game will be up in just a moment. Stick around. Hello everyone. You should be able to see me and hear me and see the game. Let me get the game audio up here for you. Plug my controller in. As you can see, the colors are all over the place, and this is our light world map. Very Mountain Dew-esque, like neon green and purple. Okay, so yeah, where we were last as Garo, and you can see I'm sort of like a masked, sort of gold masked swordsman. Like I said, our character is from Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. And we do have the bacon sword, or the fire sword, whatever you want to call it. We have the blue tunic, we just got it. And yeah, we pretty much have everything. We're missing that's the Quake medallion, that's the Bombos medallion. We're missing the Ether medallion, we're missing the mushroom, and we're missing the Book of Medora. But we have everything else that we really need. We got our light arrows really early. If you've seen previous parts, we got our hookshot and flipper, which allowed us to bypass, and not really bypass, but allowed us to explore We got the flipper that allowed us to explore Lake Hylia, and then we got the hookshot in Lake Hylia, not from Zora, but on the ledge, and that allowed us to explore the Dark World. And then we went to the Skull Woods and got the hammer we needed, and then we played some mini games and got the two gloves. We got the silver gloves from the digging game and the gold gloves from the treasure chest game. That both were in the Dark World, so that was pretty lucky. They were really close to each other. But yeah, we're missing basically just the Desert Palace crystal, and we need that book. So that's what the goal of this stream is going to be, is just where the heck is that book? Hey Alice, welcome to the stream. And yes, I do want to celebrate that we do have a brand new emote for our Tier 1 subs. Anyone who subscribes to Tier 1 will get, of course, the 3-up emote from Super Mario Bros. 3 when you get 3 flower cards at the end of the courses. You'll also get the 3-up moon emote. And now you'll get the Newt in a Jar emote from Super Mario Land 2. Alice, hi YouTube. I don't have my chat on screen at the moment, but I'll say hi YouTube from Alice Rose 1221 on behalf of you. Yeah, so those 3 now Tier 1 subscribers will get 3 emotes. You can see the Newt in the Jar one. When you go to the witch level, the level where you have to take on the witch boss, or who I like to call the first appearance of Waluigi in Super Mario Land 2, which is on the Game Boy Color and Game Boy. In the backdrop of one of the levels in the Pumpkin Zone are a bunch of jars and then newts in jars. And I always loved that level as a kid. And I wanted to add some green to the emote list. We also do have different ones for if you donate and cheer bits. We've got Tier 2 and Tier 3 emotes. Let's see here. Pretty sure these are all of them. So if you subscribe to Tier 2, you'll actually get access to the Tanuki leaf, or the Nod leaf emote. That's actually from the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, which is a roguelike modern game, and that's one of the trinkets that actually gives your playable character a Tanuki tail and allows you to turn into a Tanuki statue. So it's a little nod to Mario 3. You can get the Game Boy emote for subscribing in Tier 3, I believe. Yeah, and that is the Game Boy trinket, also from the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, from the original Game Boy. I, as a kid, basically, the first system I really spent a lot of time with handheld was the original brick Game Boy, so that's really nostalgic for me. And then we have some for cheering up to 1K bits, 10K bits, and 5K bits on the channel. Once your total reaches that, you'll get access to the Moonstone, which is the runes from the Binding of Isaac, and also the currency for the channel, for channel points. You'll get, and you can unlock these permanently, which is nice. You can also get access to the Blinding Baby Sun achievement from the Binding of Isaac, which is to the left of the leaf here in the chat, and then also the 3 down moon, which I made. And I've seen in some fan games, I've actually seen people include a 3 down moon, which removes 3 of your lives if you grab it, which is pretty funny. So yeah, it's nice to add another addition to the emote family. Not to sidetrack, but yeah, where we are is we just went to Sahasrara to make sure, because one of the things we hadn't done in the light world was, after we got the green pendant in the dark world, was come back to talk to Sahasrara, one of the elders, and unfortunately we did see a hint early on. I have hints turned on, so when we do find hint tiles, it'll tell us stuff relevant to our randomization seed. But unfortunately we weren't able to get anything more than just red rupees here, so it kind of sucks. But right now, yeah, we really need the book. I'm almost positive that I've already checked everything possible in the light world, but there might be some stuff I have an inclination that there will be a couple of Death Mountain caves that I've left unexplored, whether that's in the light world or the dark world, but it's very possible. And yeah, if you've never seen Link to the Past Randomizer before, highly recommend checking out Speed Gaming. It's a really cool Twitch and like a really cool Twitch and YouTube channel that facilitates a lot of tournaments and 1v1 races. of Link to the Past randomizers, and I love watching it. It's a super fun sort of thing. There's all sorts of different modes as well. There's Triforce Hunt mode, where you can be hunting for Triforce shards, and then you don't necessarily have to take on every enemy. Alice, you're saying, you wonder if anyone has made a randomizer that randomizes the music. So, you can actually turn the music off when you're randomizing Link to the Past randomizer, which is kind of cool. I always thought that was neat. I've played a bunch of seeds where I just listen to my own music, because I make ambient electronic music as well. So I usually just put that stuff on in the background, or listen to like Boards of Canada, or down-tempo music like taiko, trip hop, just while I'm listening to, while I'm playing a game. It's pretty cool. And some randomizers, Alice, will actually include random music options. So I do often practice Super Mario World randomizer runs on the stream. I haven't in a little bit, but there's a full playlist on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, of Super Mario World randomizer, and often I will always randomize the music in that one. Also, when I randomize Super Mario Bros. 1, we randomize the music as well. There's not a lot of songs to choose from, but it does randomize it, which is cool. And if you do want to try out a Link to the Past randomizer for yourself, you can go to the website and you just look it up, and then basically you can tweak it. So you don't have to do super difficult settings at first. You can set it up pretty casually. And sometimes they do these really fun festive seeds on the randomizer website, where they will offer like a themed one for Halloween or Christmas. And they did a really fun advent calendar randomizer seed this year for Christmas, where each day you would input the date in the game, like what day it is, and then you would have the game was in like bite-sized chunks, which was really cool. And there's recently one that was April Fool's based, and I've seen a few people stream it. Carefree Bomb and Itarama, who made our emote, and definitely a painful one. There's a lot of trolly things that happen in it, and the music in it, I think, is mostly Donkey Kong Country music, which I thought was really cool. That's a nice little addition. And some people have modded it so that they play their own custom music. There's a way to do that. Like actually within the game, each new area, you just replace each song. We already got that. I'm just trying to like think in my mind, is there anything that we haven't checked? Because really we're in book hunt mode, and we're also in backtrack mode. That's really what's going on here. I want to say thank you to the most recent followers of the channel. Just in between the last stream and this stream, we got 2 more followers, Vance Velez and JDog0128. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream, and thank you for the support. Thanks for helping get us to 260 followers on the road to 300. We just hit 200 a couple of weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago maybe. So I really appreciate it. By following the channel, you're helping it to grow, and you're also helping us to reach those goals. Once we hit 300, I'm going to be doing a Wario Land stream to celebrate, where I play Wario Land 1, 2, and 3 on the Game Boy and Game Boy Color. Not randomized, we're just going to play the game vanilla. And it'll be 1 mega stream, it'll be super fun. We're also 9 subscribers away from our 35 subscriber goal. If we can hit that, then we can have another emote. We'll add a 4th emote for our tier 1 subscribers, so I'm excited to do that as well. I appreciate that, Alice. I really do. Yeah, if you think that they'll enjoy it, absolutely. And I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Thanks for coming out and showing up on the regular. That means a lot. So I'm really just trying to think. I know that there's several treasure chest games in this game, and I know that most of them are unimportant, except for one of them in the Dark World. And I'm almost positive that we got our gold mitts in the treasure chest game. Me too. Me too. But yeah, I'm almost positive we got our gold mitts in the treasure chest game in the Dark World. But let's just double check. Isn't he here? Yeah. I'm pretty sure we did this. We actually have exactly 419 rupees right now, which is today's date. Trippy. Troopy. I'm just going to try this a couple more times and see. I'm almost positive we did this already. Now, I can't remember, but is there a chess game that has this many chests in the Light World? Or are the Light World chess games just 3 chests, and they're just for rupees? Because as far as I remember, they're just for rupees. The item you normally are looking for here is a piece of heart. Like a full, not piece of heart, a full heart container, basically. Oh no, it is a piece of heart, sorry. I'm wrong about it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did, because if there's, unless there's another Light World chest game that has this many chests, that's the only way. If anyone can confirm or knows about this game. Just don't want to waste money, but it looks like we're earning money here, so. Yeah, I have a feeling I'll do like 3 more, but I have a real big feeling that we've already done this. Such good music in this game. I've said it before many times, but I love the Sanctuary music in this game. I love the Lost Woods music. Hyrule Castle. This would actually be a really fun song to drum to, because there's no drums and it's super upbeat. I mean, we're getting tons of rupees. It's not a bad place to farm rupees, to be honest. But no, I think we've done it. We've done it. Okay. So let's be methodical about this. I do have a list, just because I don't want to get stuck here. And I want to be able to move on and play another seed of this game as well. The idea here is to practice, because the 3 main games I practice in randomizers consistently and mainly to get better in terms of eventually doing a race with someone live on stream. I do want to eventually develop a way to do multi-streamer like challenges, so I can have 2 cameras on my channel, 2 different streamers in 2 different locations, and then 2 audio feeds for their mics. Including myself. So like, imagine if I just wanted to race another streamer, I'd want both of our webcams, both of our mics, both of our game audio, both of our game footage, in order to make it look really good. Speed Gaming does this and facilitates this. I know that playtime.gg can facilitate races and stuff like that. There's a few different options. I just need to take some time to set it up, but Link to the Past Randomizer, Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer, and Super Mario World Randomizer are the 3 that I want to practice and eventually run races of. You know, two players that know the game quite well, running through the game in the same seed with the same randomization. I think that could be really interesting to watch. Now, let's just be methodical. So we already did the purple chest. I'm just looking at a list of all the items in the vanilla game. So we definitely did the treasure chest thing. That's off the list. We definitely got the... I didn't even know this was a thing, but we went and got like a purple chest in the dark world, and then took it to the light world and walked over to the guy that's he's standing in like the craters. He normally gives you a magic bottle, but he's standing in the craters like amongst these 8-ball blocks or 8-ball boulders. I always call it the 8-ball boulders because there's an 8 on them. But directly the screen to the west of east of the desert. If that makes sense. If you know what I'm talking about. So we already did that. It was like a little mini quest from the dark world to light world. We did already find the frog in the dark world south of Kakariko, and then take him back to the blacksmith, because the frog was the blacksmith, and brought the blacksmith's friend back, and we got an item, but I think it was just rupees. So those are all off the list. We've done the hobo bottle quest. That one's underneath the bridge. Everything in Kakariko, I'm almost positive we've already got, but let's just double check. Yep. And I would be shocked if I didn't already do this. I would be absolutely shocked if I didn't already check the 5 rocks on the bluff overlooking the sanctuary. But let's do it. And I'm not trying to do no spoilers or anything. If you have knowledge about this game, or that you know this game well, please feel free to help in the chat. Oh. Let me check the chat. The Village of Outcasts has 16 chests with a choice of 2 chests per game. And a piece of heart is amongst its prizes. Cool. So that's just where we were. And I'm almost positive that what we did is when we got to the Dark World and we were able to go to the Village of Outcasts for the first time, we went to the digging minigame. And as soon as we did the digging minigame south of the Village of Outcasts, we got the gray gloves, silver gloves. And then we went up to the bomb game, and the third time we tried it, or second time we tried it, we got our item. I'm almost positive, not the bomb game, the chess game. And we got the gold gloves. We got them like one right after another. And so if that's the only place that has 16 chests, then for sure we can rule that out. Okay, sanctuary. Let's check this bluff above the sanctuary. I mean, I don't think this is a thing. Did we finish? Oh, interesting. I thought we finished that. Hold on a second here. Yeah, I thought we did. Yo, get out of here. Hold on a second here. I'm just wondering, is there something we missed here? Okay. Ooh. Yeah, that's what I thought. No. Terrible timing. It's funny that this ends up having to be done backwards. It's weird. In this seed, this doesn't happen often. Yeah, okay, so now we've officially exhausted it, I think. Yeah, we did this already. Okay, cool. Yo. Don't be a dick. %100% positive we check these chests. Yeah, exactly. Just the fact that that door hadn't been moved from Sanctuary was concerning me a little bit. Like behind Zelda and the priest. Whoop. Okay. Well, we exhausted the key and like definitely explored for sure all that whole section. So again, we're just trying to be extra diligent here. Okay, we did that. Yep. We did the southern part of the Great Swamp, obviously. We did the bombable, the semi-arid area between the Great Swamp and Lake Hylia. There's a bomb cave for four chests. We've already done that. We already went to the Ice Rod Cavern a long time ago. We checked out Agana's cave in the desert. Agana is Sahasrarla's brother, one of the elders, and normally you bomb a room and you get a chest, and we did that already, definitely, 100%. I feel like we've done that already, but now we know that the item in the desert, on a ledge in the desert that we can't access until we get the Book of Medora to open the Desert Palace. We know that the item is another bottle. We have 2 bottles so far of 4. It says after you get the hammer, you can access the eastern part of Death Mountain in the light world. Okay. So let's check out Death Mountain. There's going to be a few caves in Death Mountain that I think, like I feel like we rushed through it when we were there earlier, the last couple visits. So I just want to make 100% positive that that's what we haven't missed. Kind of feels like combing through this backtracking and stuff, combing through like the game's finds or like chest locations and stuff. If you need more game audio at all, or less game audio, let me know. Oh no. Awful, awful, awful. Super awful. Holy shit. Is this the section you're talking about? The eastern part of Death Mountain? It says we need the hammer to access it though, which is weird. So this must not be the section. But I'm also pretty positive that we've checked everything in this area, but let's just double check again. Yeah, I'm almost positive we've done this. How could you have done this? We're full up then. That's fine. Got a hook shot over the grape soda. It's just for fairies. Damn. I'm just trying to check every one of these caves. Yeah, we've been here. Yep, we've been here. I am using save states just because I don't want to have to repeat any sections. Yeah, that's all the same. Okay, we checked those out. Let's check this one out again. I love the orange statues. And those enemies, when you hit them and they turn, the purple ones, when you hit them and they turn into orange little goblin things, they remind me of, whenever there are statues, they remind me of Chrono Trigger enemies from Dragon Quest, or something drawn by Akira Toriyama. Drawn with one hand while he was holding a cigarette in the other, or holding a cigarette in his mouth. Yeah, we pretty much did all that. There's another section with a bridge to the east of Death Mountain, and I think it's just an upper section. But let's just try this real quick. We blew this up. Yep, we already did this. Definitely did this. That's fine. Well, we're getting hearts. Just due diligence in Death Mountain. Book is book, but where is book? Book is book. Wanting to be in book is so not book. That can take us to the top. Oh, it can take us to the top, actually, so we might as well do this. Now, I am using a Link to the Past randomizer, or I guess it's not really a randomizer item tracker, but just an item tracker off to the side. I don't have a way to display it at the moment on the screen, but I am using it just to keep track, because there are a ton of items in this game. It's easy to forget. Wow, that did way too much damage. Come back to me, fairy. There we go. Alright, so we've got some options. This drops us there. This drops us there, which we've already seen. And I screwed up. And saved. That's fine. Hey, Subarticus, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the raid the other day and for sending some folks over to the stream, over to the channel. Really appreciate it. We are at 260 followers. We're very close to hitting the 300 goal. And also, we got our brand new emote as part of the raid you did the other day. That was, we got 5 raids. That was the day we got our very first hype train. We got a whole bunch of subscribers, and we made it to 25 subscribers, and we unlocked the ability to offer a new emote to tier 1 subscribers. So now this is our brand new one, It's the Newt in a jar from the Pumpkin Zone level in Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. And we are only 9 subscribers away at any tier, and then we can offer another one up. So right now we've got 3 tier 1 emotes, and then now it's very soon to be 4, which I'm really stoked for. And I do have tier 2 and tier 3 emotes that are Binding of Isaac themed, but also like Nintendo and Mario themed as well. The Nod Leaf is an emote you can get if you're in tier 2, and if you're on tier 3, you'll get access to the original Gray Brick Game Boy emote. They're both trinkets in the Binding of Isaac, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, I love Isaac. Do you have Repentance, Subarticus? I don't have any of the DLC. I just have the original one. I haven't streamed it in a little bit, but there's about 28, 29 streams or so that I've done of just the core Rebirth game on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Ooh. Yeah, every time I play Isaac, I just want to play Zelda, and every time I play Zelda, I just want to play Isaac, which is funny. I've always wanted a mod. Imagine if Isaac was modded so that your main character, instead of being Isaac, was Zelda. Link was kidnapped by Ganon because maybe Ganon wanted to try like a different tactic and try to get access to Link's piece of Triforce first, and then maybe Zelda, just like in the Zelda cartoon back in the 80s. It was part of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Maybe Zelda could be the one that takes place of Isaac. So instead of tears, you're talking arrows, so light arrows, and then anything that's added to your tears. Like imagine if you just modded that. And because basically in the original Zelda Saturday morning cartoon, she always saved Link. Link constantly got kidnapped, and she always had to save him. And he was super dopey, super simp. We just did that, didn't we? But I always thought it would be really cool to see a Binding of Isaac mod where the enemies were actual like Zelda counterparts, because they're all obviously just making fun of. Not making fun of. They're all like a satire and rip off of. Each Isaac enemy is a rip off of a Zelda enemy. Not in a bad way though. Well, excuse me, princess. Look at Sonic. Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors. Little Shop of Hedgehogs. Sonic's hair. Yeah, help me. Gotta go fast. Swords and chili dogs. Yep. Danny DeVito as Sonic. Today has been the day of Danny DeVito. People in the chat were talking about Twins, that movie with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. A lot of people were quoting Hercules, quoting Phil from Hercules, and also postulating who Danny DeVito would play in a live-action Super Mario Brothers movie. Some people suggested Mario, some people suggested Wario. Steve Buscemi as Waluigi. Arnold Schwarzenegger as Luigi. And Sylvester Stallone as Mario. That was the fan cast that was coming out of the earlier stream. Danny DeVito as Wario all day. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we need the Book of Medora for this. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Mark Wahlberg as Mario? Nah. No, you could get a total. You have to get someone either like completely nothing like Mario. I think Bob Hoskins was a perfect Mario. He just hated the experience on that movie. Try me? Nope. Where does this take us? Nowhere. I'm just trying to check every single cave here. Marky Mario. Yeah, we were in serious backtrack mode, by the way, Savarticus. I basically have everything except for the net, the ether medallion, the mushroom, and the Book of Medora. Really, really need the Book of Medora, like big time, big time. Because the last palace we need to enter is the Desert Palace. So I'm just backtracking. I'm actually using a list right now of every single check to make sure that I didn't miss anything. And hoping, and I know I've been here like multiple times, oh my god. I'm hoping that we haven't missed anything. Grape Soda Fairies. But we have had some really good luck though in this seed. We were able to get flippers, which gave us access to Lake Hylia. We got flippers at the pyramid, and then that gave us access to Lake Hylia, and then we found the hookshot. The Zora item was just 50 rupees, which was a waste. But then we found the hookshot. And that allowed us to kind of bypass, because we didn't have the hammer, so it bypassed the hammer barriers in the Dark World. And get to Skull Woods. I randomly decided I could have done any of the dungeons, but because we randomly decided Skull Woods, we got really lucky because we found the hammer, and then we went to the Village of Outcasts, and then instantly the digging game got us the silver gloves. Oh, come on. Yeah, the digging game got us the silver gloves. And then the treasure chest game in the Village of Outcasts got us the golden gloves, like right one after another. So we were able to get all the things that initially I had thought were going to be like blocks for us handled, which is nice. The last seed you finished, your flute was in Mire, and boots were in Ganon's Tower. Oh wow. We got boots pretty early and Moon Pearl. I can't remember how we got it. I'm pretty sure we got it from fighting a boss. I'm doing randomized bosses and also Randomizer with randomized enemy damage. And oh no. Oh no. Yeah, randomized bosses, randomized enemy damage, and also my flute was once we drained the Great Swamp area, or the marsh, or whatever you want to call it. When we drained the water, the bottom of the water, I had the flute. So I got the flute pretty early. I was really lucky with that one. I love how different this is. This is just the second run I've done on the channel, but I love how different this is than the first run we did. In this one, we're playing as Garo, one of the mini-bosses in Link to the Past. Or, sorry, in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Link to the Mask. In our first run, we were playing as the Super Mario World 2 bandit enemy from Yoshi's Island, which also made appearance in Paper Mario. Ah, they do so much damage. I'm just trying to do due diligence because I'm almost positive I've checked everything, but I obviously haven't. Oh, come on. Hoisted by my own shadow. Come on. I feel like I've checked it all. Okay, so 1 second. And like I said, folks, I'm actually just checking. This is a where the heck is where's my super book? Where's my super book? Looking for a book of Medora. It's the Where's My Super Suit stream. I'm looking at an itemized, detailed list of every single check. The purpose of these runs is obviously to practice as well, so I'm trying to get used to what each check is. But I'm also just trying to do process of elimination here. I mean, it's saying here that I gotta go to Ghostly Garden. Positive we done that already. The cemetery? Where you normally get the magic cape. Almost 100% positive we've done that already, but let's try. I didn't even check the bluff. Oh, we did, yeah. Yeah, we've already done this too. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's do this. We gotta enter Turtle Rock. There might be a ledge here. There's a long ledge that you can only access when you're deep within Turtle Rock. And once you get there, you need to use the magic mirror in the Dark World. And there's one cave that you can't really access unless you use the magic mirror. And there's a chest there, so I'm gonna go for it. Let's do it. Oh. I like turtles. We did Turtle Rock last time. Oh, you... Oh my god. Just... No. Wow. Really bad save state nonsense there. Sorry about that. Book is in the cemetery? I hope so. Nope. Nope, just seen that now. Let's try Turtle Rock. There's one cave, and I think this is the only cave in Death Mountain that we haven't explored. There might be two, actually, because there's one where you have to push some blocks out of the way to get to two chests, and I know we haven't been to that one. So let's just be methodical about this. Thank you. That was nice. So let's go to Turtle Rock, armed with our magic mirror. We've done most of the dungeon before. Is this just, yes, it is. Ooh, no way. 2 hits from that red orb-like enemy. I don't know what it's called, but 2 hits from that and that took us away. That sucks. That totally sucks. Okay, avoid, 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 avoid. What? Michelle! Thank you. Subscribing for the 3rd month. Thank you so much for the 3rd month streak. 3-up moon, 3-month moon, 3-up month. Enjoy that new emote as well. I love you lots. Thank you. Yeah, it just got approved today. Oh, there we go. Adorama made it. It's the newt in a jar from Super Mario Land 2. Okay, let's magic mirror on Spectacle Rock. Then hop down here. Thank you. I'll take that. Damn. That's an oof. It's all good here, though. Yeah, there it is. And then you also got Idorama's chef. I unlocked that chef emote for you, the baker. It's really cool. Yeah, I really like the newt in a jar. I always remember the Pumpkin Zone levels, like the Halloween themed levels in Super Mario Land 2. Thank you. I'm wearing your cap right now, so of course it's nice. You have to say that. You're standing right here. Right? Yeah, that's what you normally do off the screen. Is you just stand right up right next to me. It's right here. Right? Ah. Okay, so we go here. And I think I remember the area. We had to bomb a wall to actually get to the ledge we're talking about here, so let's try some caching in the cave. I always thought this was gross because this is like the inside of a turtle. Like, it's supposed to be like his front legs and his little eyes. Oh god, I hate this freaking dungeon. It sucks. I really don't like the cane puzzles. Okay, I better not have to do that. Bullshit, fire rod puzzle again. Oh, that was dumb. Press the wrong button. I want to save at a certain point there because I'm gonna have to do some save stating here. I'm positive I didn't use the magic mirror to access this cave, so it's very possible it will be here. I have to save here, and then because this can be nonsense. I don't know how to get past this. I think you can you're actually trapped when you're in here. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. We already got the item in there. The magic mirror would be the only way to get past that, but also you would have it by now in the vanilla game. Yep. Okay, got 2 of them. Let's go, orangey. Tangerine, Cyclops. Boom. Done. Oh, come on. Gonna make me take the risk? There we go. Okay. There's definitely a room here, or a wall that we bombed already. Bombed already. Palms are sweaty. Oh, Jesus. Yes, got it with the back of the sword. Oh. Oh yeah, I like this room. Yeah, we did this, which I think looped us back. Such a good enemy placement for that thing. Oh no. And that looped us back. Or it will loop us back here, I think. Phew. Very close. Very close. Okay, let's try this direction. Yes. Yeah, I think this is it. To the left, or to the bottom. I think this is it. Yes, okay. So we have to go to the eastmost part here. And then we also need to use the magic mirror. And then we need to check this out. Because we didn't do this. Nope, we definitely did not do this. Oh shoot, normally these are mini Moldorms. Gibdo's a little different story. Let's go. Fight mummies with fire? That seems like the most appropriate way to get rid of them. Wow. You can actually hammer a shadow. That's pretty cool. Here we go. Oh, goddamn. So we hadn't opened it, but of course, just a root. So at least we're learning, because I didn't know this was even a check at all. Okay, let's see what's next in this list here. That is the list of all of the light. So we've done all the light world, overworld checks. 100%. Now we're talking dungeons. So Hyrule Castle, 100% we have that. We also got that one. And that one. And that one. And just earlier, before we did the Death Mountain stuff, I noticed that the Sanctuary door hadn't been pushed, but it just keeps getting reset to its default position. But we did do the escape sequence in full. Got the 3 chests in the back of escape. Got the 2 coins, or sorry, got the 2 keys that we needed to complete that section. So that's good. There's no chests missing in that area, in the escape sequence or in Hyrule Castle. Eastern Palace. We definitely got the 100 rupee chest. We definitely got the map chest, compass chest, big key chest, and the big... Yeah, we did that. So that's fine. Desert Palace, we can't access yet. So we're looking to access. We're trying to find that book. Tower of Hera we did. Definitely got that chest. Definitely got that chest. And the one in front of the Armo statue. And the big chest, where you normally get the Moon Pearl. Did we? Oh, that seems so dumb. I don't think that's a thing. Tower of Hera. I'm just trying to think. There might be a chest in Tower of Hera that we missed. I'm like 20% sure. Which is not a good success rate. But let's try it. Oh, you... Not even gonna let me get to the beginning. That sucks. I'm so positive that we've done a bunch of Tower of Hera. I know one of our dungeons we got the big key and then we forgot to go back to open up the big chest. Because we actually got the big key for fighting the boss. Busca Blue. Okay, let's do it. Is there nothing over here? Oh. Oh my god, I've checked that like 4 times. What's over here? What's over here? What did I do? Okay, Tower of Hera, let's do it. I'm positive we did this. Oh, fuck off. Come on. So dumb. I'm anti-fairy, just so you know. Any health? Nope. Kill the golden penguin before he can get to us. Yep. Yeah, so there's like a section. Totally fine there. This doesn't reveal anything besides the chest, right? Yeah, totally. Okay. Run. Eat it. Of course. It's gonna respawn the anti-fairy again. Book is book, but where's book? I save state just in case. Yeah, that's just gonna bring us back to where we were. Yes. Again, just checking where this goes. Golden crab. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Yep, we did this one already. Yep, we did it. We did it. Just double checking. I had a feeling it was like right in the open, so it would be really silly if we didn't do it. Okay, Hyrule Castle Tower. That's us taking on Ganon, which we did way early on in the playthrough, probably in part 2. Actually, no, in part 1 we did that, actually, which is crazy. Okay, well, let's just take a look. Small key, chest 1, got that. Small key, yep, chest 2. Done, that's it. There's only 2 keys. Dark World chests. We definitely did that, there's no way. I didn't know sword beams could go through those blocks. That's cool. Now we're on to the Dark World Overworld checks, because we've checked every single Light World Overworld check, every single Light World dungeon check, besides the desert, of course. Oh, whoa. I always thought the teleportation sound reminded me a lot of Earthbound, and the sound, just the sound effects in Earthbound, which is really cool. Hey Alice, thanks again. Thanks again for tuning in. Have a great night. Thank you. Thank you for the good luck, because it's going to take some backtracking, but I'm excited to get this run over with and start a brand new one. It's always something really fun about starting a new Link to the Past run. Ooh. We definitely did this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 4 chests here. Definitely. What's next? Yep, we got the Village of Outcasts. Check. We got 2 of them. Inside the treasure cave on Death Mountain in the Dark World. The food is delicious, by the way. It's really good. Mm-hmm. Perfectly roasted potatoes and carrots. Like, really good. Okay. I mean, this might not be the quickest way to do this. But maybe it is. Let's see. Oh. Holy shit. So close. So I gotta remember, I can once I have the hammer and gloves. This is one of the hammer glove chests. This treasure cave. So I want to remember this, retain this for future runs. Then when I'm up here, I can do this check, as long as we have hammer and gloves. Is it here? Yes, because I remember we did discover this and check this last time. We just didn't have hammer or gloves. Or anything like this. That magic cape. Thank God we have half magic. There's gotta be magic on this side here. Oh, no way. All hearts, that's okay. Yes! There it is. Got the book. Got the book. So we definitely explore this area. That's why we didn't think about it earlier. It was just a situation of us, as soon as we walked into this cave, probably in part 2, I was like, oh, don't have hammer, don't have anything else. We had the red and blue cane early in this seed, but it was interesting. But that's how it played out. Hey, Daryl. How do you like the new emote? The newt in a jar from the Pumpkin Zone in Super Mario Land 2. Quick, I gotta get to the Pokemon Center before I die of poison. So we got it. We got the book. Do we need to backtrack? I don't think so. Now we should just go take on the Desert Palace. I don't need to keep hunting for the mushroom or anything like that. I mean, this seems like it's the only crucial item that we're missing. We don't really need the net because we're fine. We can buy potions. We don't need... The net is just going to allow us to swap... or to, like... The net will just allow us to, like, swat at fairies and catch them. And put them into a bottle. Not super crucial though. Daryl, it is a newt in a jar, and when you play the Pumpkin Zone world in Super Mario Land 2, which I've randomized several times, it's like there's like a witch boss that looks like Waluigi. Right before you face the boss, there's jars. There's like a bunch of shelves that you can jump on, like platforms, and there's jars in the background, and one of them is a jar with newts in them, and one of them is just an empty jar. And I really always thought the newt was pretty cool. So I decided to make that the emote. So it's from the Game Boy Color version of Super Mario Land 2. And it only appears in one level in the background. Hey Chris, what's up? Hope you're having a good Monday. We just got the book I've been looking for, so we can go to the Desert Palace. Which is awesome. Took a little bit, but I'm going to enjoy the new emote, by the way. We are also 9 subscribers away from hitting that goal of 35 subscribers, and then we can offer another emote. So it'll be 4 emotes for our tier 1 subscribers. Okay, we're doing the Desert Palace. Changing the stream title to have a little nod to one of the worst movies that's ever been made. Not bad, just slaving away on more videos. Nice. You'd mentioned to me that you are getting more on track with your videos now, which is great. My cousin Chris, I see pride in the chat, is a YouTuber and does anime and manga reviews and also top 10 videos on YouTube. Themed, like what anime to watch, what brand new manga to read. You should go check it out. And Chris, if you want to post a link to your YouTube channel for people to subscribe, feel free to do so. Oh, that feels nice to see an empty map there. Nice. Yeah, go check out Chris Quello on YouTube. If you're into anime and manga, or if you want to tap into what's the most recent anime, like brand new anime as it comes out, brand new anime films. I'm excited. There's going to be a new Neon Genesis Evangelion. It should be pretty fun. Oop. And there's an anime that I watched a video of yours, Chris, and I'd never heard of it, but it was called Dr. Stone. And every time I think of I see Dr. Stone, I just think of Dr. Slump, which was an Akira Toriyama manga and anime as well. And actually the character Arail and most of the characters from Dr. Slump appear in Dragon Ball Super, I believe. Yo, Selbake. Selbake streams, welcome. Daryl, I agree. This game's overworld does have a Stardew Valley vibe. I know that definitely this had a hand in inspiring the guy who made Stardew Valley. It's a Corrupted Ape, I believe. Yo, Selbake, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh no, it's the FBI. What's up, Two-Tone? How you doing? We had some pretty crazy streams since Thursday, man. I beat a couple of really fun Super Mario Bros. 3 ROM hacks. Rainbow Realms and Rainbow Realms 2. They're vanilla hacks, similar to kind of how Curse of King Boo would be a vanilla, but it's more of a standard hack. And they're meant to kind of be played right after, one after another, after you beat the first Super Mario Bros. 3. And then we started a brand new Super Mario Bros. 3 hack today, which is Super Mario Bros. 3 Mix, and it has all sorts of elements from like Mario World in it, ghost houses, secret and standard exits, power-ups like the boomerang and the penguin suit, which is pretty sweet. Oh, nice. Right on. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Yeah, it's really cool. I highly recommend Super Mario Bros. 3 Mix. It's super fun. We just started it and we're 3 worlds in. But this right now, this is our second run of Link to the Past Randomizer, and I had to just change the stream title to a little Phantom Menace, or is it Phantom Menace? No, it's got to be Clone Wars, I think. A little prequel nod, because we are basically taking on our last dungeon to get the last crystal before we go to Ganon's Tower to defeat Ganon. What I've randomized in this, for anyone that's just joining, is all the item locations and the chests have been shuffled. All the colors, of course, are random, as you can see the Mountain Dew Lake Hylia and the Mountain Dew water in Hyrule. The goal is the same as Link to the Past, which is defeat all the dungeons and get all 7 crystals, and then you can open up Ganon's Tower. and then you take on Ganon in the pyramid in the Dark World. But it's pretty much the same. Our playable character has been randomized, and the enemies and the enemy damage has been randomized. So how many hearts each enemy will do to us. But the playable character we're playing as is Gora from Oracle. Wow, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. He's a sub boss that is usually like a dual wielding swordsman, which is pretty cool. And the first run we did, we were playing as the Super Mario World 2 bandit from Yoshi's Island and Paper Mario. So it was totally a totally different run. Also, like the paths that we had to take here, really really cool. And we were just backtracking. I was going through a list of just before the raid of like each check. Like I had to go through an itemized list to make sure, because we never found the Book of Medora, but we just did just before the raid. The Book of Medora allows us to open the Desert Palace, so we were locked out of the Desert Palace for a bit. We do know that the item on the Desert Ledge is a bottle with a bee in it, so that'll be helpful in a boss fight, but also be helpful because it'll be our third bottle. And now that we have the gloves, we can also access the boss, so I'm really stoked for that. Let me catch up in the chat here. Chris, you're saying Dr. Stone is a fun anime. It's a scientific genius named Senku who plans to rebuild civilization after humanity was mysteriously petrified for 3,700 years. So he's brought back to life, and since civilization is starting from complete scratch, he's recreating science and technology, and it's awesome to watch. Oh, cool. Oh, I see. So it's sort of like the Stone Age. Like a scientist is like all of a sudden starting from scratch in like the Stone Age or like prehistoric era. That's pretty cool. Sounds interesting. Yeah, Two-Tone, I really liked New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I wasn't a big fan of the Wii U one, but I did like the Wii game. It was fun. I spent a lot more time with New Super Mario Bros. DS, the very first one. I bought the 3DS sequel, which I didn't really... I don't know, there's nothing I really liked about it. The goal, it became like all the power-ups were about like coins and collecting coins, and the goal became only about coins. And I felt like that's Wario's territory. You don't need to throw Mario and Luigi into like a game where you have to collect 1 million coins. Just didn't feel right. That's pretty cool, Chris. That does sound like a really fun anime. I'll have to check it out. That one stands out to me in some of the ones you've reviewed lately on your channel. Selbake, New Super Mario Bros. Was great on DS. Because it was the beginning of like a new era, and it was a real, like, obviously stupid thing to say about New Super Mario Bros., but it was the beginning of a new like era of platforming and a new console. And it introduced a bunch of things that have been staples in the newer 3D Mario platformers. Yeah, 2 just didn't add enough on to what the first one brought. And U, I felt like, was just kind of like a copycat version of the Wii one. Didn't really add that much. It added a few things, like, yeah, there's new power-ups and stuff. And they recently released Super Mario, I don't even know, it's like Super Mario Brothers, New Super Mario Brothers Wii U Deluxe and Knuckles 27 or whatever. I don't know. It just came out, but I saw some people reviewing it recently. Yeah, I See Pride, Two-Tone. I See Pride is my cousin Chris. A lot of the time when I'm talking about games, like growing up playing games with my cousin, when I'm talking about, I'd go over to my cousin's house and we'd play like N64, like Super Smash and Mario Golf 64 and Mario Kart. A lot of my memories of playing video games are with Chris. And he lives in Eastern Canada, I live in Western Canada. But if you're into anime and just were looking for new anime to watch or manga, maybe a manga to read, definitely go check it out. And Chris, you should check out Two-Tone's channel because he plays a lot of really interesting games from not just old school games, but games from not just like early retro, but games from like PlayStation 1, N64, PlayStation 2. And you do a lot of it on a Mister, which is really interesting. I think, Chris, you would be really interested in that too. It's like physical hardware for emulation, I guess. I can't describe it that well, but... that's me. Oh, Two-Tone does God's work. See? Stegosaurus knows. Daryl knows. And let's try to get that channel to grow. We've been really lucky. We hit our, like I said, we hit our 25 subscriber goal. We need 9 more subscribers to be able to offer one more emote, and we have a brand new emote made by my buddy Itarama from Super Mario Land 2. We just hit 200, I want to say like 2.5 weeks ago. So I'm going to be doing a celebratory. We've been growing pretty quickly, and I'm going to be doing a celebratory stream. Once we hit 300 followers, I'm going to play Super Mario Land 3, Wario Land 1, Wario Land 2, and Wario Land 3. So 3 games. And it's going to be all the old school Wario Land games, not the Game Boy Advance one. I'll play that eventually at some point, but I'm going to try to play all of them. Yeah, it's been crazy. We got our first hype train a couple days ago. We had like 14 subscribers. And for all those new subscribers, I want to be able to offer some new emotes. So let's try to get that goal up there if you are able to subscribe. You can also subscribe using Amazon Prime. If you have an existing monthly Amazon Prime account or a membership, you can just essentially log in to Twitch using that, or attach it to your Twitch account, and because Twitch basically is Amazon, and you can support any one streamer that you like for the month, which is really cool. I think it's a nice, neat option. Selbake, do you have a Mister as well? Are you running a Mister when you do streaming, or just in general? The Mister emulates the hardware at a level that focuses on implementation accuracy for the game software. Nice. Oh yeah, Chris, you're 1,000 followers on YouTube, not Twitch. Chris doesn't do Twitch streaming though, as far as I know. Yeah, and Two Tone's got some great emotes as well. The Mister like logo, or like the Mister mascot basically, and then that Richter Belmont is one of my favorites. I love that one. I also have some really cool bit emotes as well, available for people that donate up to 1,000 bits total, 5,000 and 10,000. Oh, nice. Selbake has one too. Sweet. You haven't used it for streaming in a little while, but you've been doing Bravely Default 2. Very cool. Yeah, it sounds like you're hooked to that game, man. And I feel like if I started playing it, I'd get hooked. Yesterday was our viewer request night, and we did Tactics Ogre, the Knights of Lotus on Game Boy Advance. It was super fun. It was redeemed by Surfins, another awesome streamer. And it was a really cool Final Fantasy Tactics style strategy battle game, and I'm hooked, so I'm definitely gonna, we played it for like 2.5 hours, so I'm definitely gonna continue it as a playthrough on the stream. Well, take care, Two Tone. Thank you so much. Always nice to see you. Have a great night, and enjoy New Super Mario Bros. Wii for the first time. It should be fun. Are you playing 2-player co-op or just one player? Ooh. There we go. So yeah, we did this. Just scanning around, super casual. Cool. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh. Yeah, we already got the item from this guy by bringing the chest to him. We're lucky here, I always say, because the enemies just, for some reason in this seed, they all spawn at the top there, which is great. I believe we've used one of our potions, so let's go buy another one. Oh, never mind. I thought that was a shop. It's not. I will take some hydration, though. I'll take that as an in-game hydrate check. If you got something to drink nearby, take a sip. Damn it, I was just about to say I'm just trying to be careful and not take any damage here. Here we go. Opening up our final dungeon, folks. If you don't count Ganon's Tower, of course. purple sand. I hate sand. It's rough and coarse. Am I on the home stretch? We are very close, yeah. Once we do this dungeon, we get to go take on Ganon, essentially. And that's the final boss. So I think we'll be able to do it tonight for sure. That's the goal. I'm going to make sure I have a different weapon out right now. Bow the vulture. Them crooked vultures, let's go. Yep. Piece of heart, thank you very much. Giving us 14 hearts total. It's gonna be great. Are the seeds sometimes not possible to beat? It depends on what settings that you set up. I've definitely had some soft lock situations in this Darrow. We are playing open mode, and you have different logic options. So one of them is ensure that 100% of the items are accessible, and another one is ensure that 100% of the locations are accessible. And so I always set it to locations, and I've never run into soft lock situations. So it uses logic to do that, which is cool. Oh. Oh. What is happening here? Super glitchy graphics for the enemies right now. That's okay. Pretty sure you don't need this. Could be wrong though. What's the hint? The Tower of Hera, big key, needs fire in Tower of Hera. Okay. Damn you. Fuck you, man. Those things are the thwomps of this game. Not fun. Our max light arrows right now, our silver arrows, are 60. And max bombs are 40. And I didn't know, I found out in this playthrough actually, that as long as you have money, you can keep going back into that great fairy room where you normally spend $100 to increase your bomb and arrow capacity by 5. I didn't know you could keep coming back. And there is a cap on them, but I had no idea, so I figured I'd just stop at 60, that was good. And we've never run out of bombs or arrows since, so. I'm pretty lucky we don't have the big key, do we? Something's missing. What would be the thwomp of life? Like a massive falling boulder? Absolutely. The thwomp of real life. Or King Thwompamari. King Thwompamari himself. Oh. It's not so bad, it's not so bad. Oh, oh. Okay, let's see here. I wish the fire bar would actually just light the torches. Wouldn't that be great? If the fire bar could actually just light those torches, that'd be so perfect. It'd just to be like, thanks. Thanks for opening the door for us. Just making sure. What? Is this just pointless? That's dumb. That's dumb. There's a few things I'm missing, I think, on the other side, so let me do this. Got ourselves our bottle. We'll save that. Oh. It's not what I wanted to do at all, but that's actually totally fine because Let's check out the right side of the dungeon as well too. Damn it. Okay. Yep. Thank you. That's how we're doing it. Big key get. Compass get. Now, if you're unable to support the channel by subscribing monthly or by becoming a patron, there is another way that you can do it. You can obviously donate one-time donations. There are bits that you can donate through Twitch, and if you want to donate bits, that actually helps the channel to grow as well. And you can earn yourself some cool emotes. But you can also send one-time PayPal donations to 3upmoonget@gmail.com. The email is at the very bottom of the screen. It's right underneath the gameplay window. And we've had a handful of people that have done that, and I really appreciate the support. All that goes towards upgrading the gear, making sure that I can stream for you every single day from 1 p.m. Pacific, and it helps support the channel. You also get a shout out as well. Because it is something I truly, truly appreciate. Not necessary to enjoy the channel, but if you can and want to support the channel, there are several options, several ways. Okay, I think that this is kind of now the only way. Ouch, you jerk. Oh, wow. Enemies. Yes. How many hits does it take to get to the center of the Stalfos, Mr. Owl? 37. 37 hits. So at least get this. Piece of heart. That is a serious sword. Yeah, it's great. So we had the standard sword to start with, Daryl, and then we got the master sword pretty quickly. Normally in this game, in the vanilla game, once you get those 3 pendants, the green, the blue, and the red pendant, you can then go to north of the Lost Woods and go to the Master Sword. You can see the Master Sword from the very beginning of the game. And with the 3 pendants, it allows you to, like Excalibur style, pull it out of the stone. But we already had the Master Sword, and because we randomized everything, we got our 3 pendants and went there and got 5 rupees. So it was kind of anticlimactic. But we do have the 2nd level tunic. The Master Sword is the 2nd stage sword. Then there's this sword, the red sword. A lot of people call it the fire sword or the bacon sword. It's level 3, and each time you level up your sword, it does more damage to enemies, obviously. And then there's the golden sword, which is I think it's called the tempered sword, and that one is level 4. Which is pretty crazy. But I always like the fire sword. We got lucky, we found it a couple dungeons ago. Okay, I think that's everything in this dungeon. Almost positive. I'm not sure what that door is, though. Like, how we open that door. Hold on, though. I just have a feeling that it's one of these. Maybe I'm just thinking of a different... Yeah, no, there it is. I knew it. I'm not thinking of a different nothing. It's just for a fairy. A gross, disgusting sewer water. There's like gross sewer water standing in here, and then 2 fairies. Alright. Okay, let's take on the boss. Now, the bosses are interesting in the randomizer because, obviously, the bosses are randomized. And Argus, that sort of one-eyed squid with the popcorn creatures that surround it, and you need to use the hook shot, pull the popcorn creatures towards you, and kill the creatures with your sword. We have actually taken on... So we took on one boss fight, was Blind the Thief. And then it was Argus, and then Argus, and then Argus, and then Helmasaur King, and then Helmasaur King, and then Argus, and then Argus. So we've seen the same boss multiple times. We fought Aghanim, of course. But that is it. We actually haven't seen any other bosses besides those. Every time we fought a repeat boss, though, the health and the color palette is swapped. The room that we fight them in is actually the default room of the dungeon that they happen to be in. So it actually does make for really interesting, unique fights, and their health is randomized. So despite having taken on those bosses so many times, it'll be interesting to see what we get here. Because this will be the last boss of the game besides Ganon. And there's a lot more than just those 3, that's for sure. Here we go. We've been waiting for this for a while. Done. We can sneak by. Ready? Boom. Fire blast. Use that Bombos medallion. Good. Yes. Oh wow, there's a bunch of iron knuckles in here, the horse-headed dudes. They do a ton of damage. Same with the high ruling guards in this seed. They do 6 hearts of damage per hit. So we just gotta make sure that's not gonna happen. Nice. Here we go. Shouldn't have taken that hit there. That's fine, nice. It's giving us this. And then we can do this, and Indiana Jones it. And the way that I know this, Daryl, is just I practice this dungeon. I've done the Desert Palace several times. Which, that's the benefit. If you know if you know the dungeons and you know what you need for each section, that's what's going to be the key for winning a race or being able to to actually like survive this game in a randomizer. So this is the first time we're taking on the moth enemy. I forget the name of the enemy, but oh no, we got killed. Okay, let's do it again. This is an okay room to be fighting the moth in. It's pretty standard. Normally you fight those like sandworms or whatever they're called. There we go, one more hit, that was it. Of course, like a moth to a flame, you have to use the fire rod. That's cool, at least we got a different boss, which is nice. Not just Helmasaur King, and nothing wrong with those other bosses, but still. Nice for some variety. And there you have it, folks. Seventh crystal that we need to open up Ganon's tower and take on Ganon. Cool. The next key is to use fly. You can't actually use the ocarina to fly in the Dark World. Only in the Light World. Now our bow and arrows and silver arrows, which are crucial in defeating Ganon, we got so early on, so we got nothing to worry about there. Oh, come on. How can my aim be so bad? Okay. There's a lot of traveling through this one portal here. I wrote a song, just one, blah blah blah. We encountered you before, you're getting bullied. Heading to bed? Nice. Have a great night, man. Thanks for hanging out as usual. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be, of course, because it is a special occasion, I'm going to be playing Pokemon Leaf Green. So that'll be the main game we play tomorrow. We are in Fuchsia City, and we're going to take on the Safari Zone when we go live tomorrow at 1 p.m. As always, I stream every day at 1 p.m. Pacific. I've been starting to do just one stream or a shorter stream on Wednesdays, or take the day off to just hang out with Michelle. But normally you can catch me here every single day, and if I'm not live, then you can go watch my YouTube channel. See you tomorrow, Daryl. And Nicolette, if you're watching. We have the book, right? Nice. The book allows us to get items from these things. There's one more on a ledge near the desert. I think there might be 3 total. You have an exam in the morning, but you can make a new randomized leaf green whenever you're ready. Hey, anytime, man. That'd be awesome. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we're gonna do fine with this run. I'm also going to be doing a multiplayer stream, I think with Rathe, where we both play co-op at the same time. Not really a race, but just co-op one of the Gen 3 Nuzlockes. Kind of like how you started at the same time as me with this run. He wanted to do a Gen 3 one, and I think that'd be really fun. We might do different settings, but that'll be really fun, for sure. Oh, Ah. Don't do this to me, game. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Thank you. Damn it. Oh yes, there's a fairy here. We're good. Guess we're not good. Ooh, come on. Yes. Hey, Idarama. What's up? Welcome to the stream. People are rocking that brand new emote. Thanks again. I like it a lot. I like how it turned out. Took a little bit to get approved, though. I also really like the derailed one that you just got set up on yours. Fairy said, nope, definitely not. Well, I did say I was anti-fairy, so maybe the fairy took offense to that. We got it all now, though. Ganon's tower. Just updating my stream title, 1 second. Cool. I'm stoked we were able to do this in 4 parts, 4 streams. Oh, nice. Oh, you just got a new one, the Flex Fish. Nice. That looks great. And I saw the Laser Cat one that you made for Dig. That's amazing. I'm super into the Flex Fish. Oh, did we do this? We didn't do this. No way. No way. We didn't do this. Come on. Commercial. Yo, what the? Why was it coming so closer to me? That's crazy. I'm surprised we didn't do this. Oh, we already have that. I think we've got that shield like 3 times now. But we bought this shield, this exact same shield, pretty early on. Sure, whatever. You saw Ducky playing Choaniki. Oh no, that game. that's what that's from. That's so funny. You had to grab the fish from the game. That's so funny. I've seen people play that game. Oh. Holy fuck, they took so much damage. Look at that. Look at that realistic bright purple pink lightning. We have gathered all 7 Dragon Balls. Now it's time to summon Shenron and wish for eternal life. I wish for Super Saiyan 14. Is there one more chest in there? I don't think I need any more items though. Maybe there'll be ether in there. Maybe there'll be the net, and maybe there'll be the mushroom. Those are the only 3 things I'm looking for. I think I have pretty much everything I need to take on Ganon. Let's see. Let's go here first. But what if it's the fourth sword? Oh. You're right. You are right. The fourth sword's gonna do a crazy amount of damage, right? Or the red tunic. And the lightning is made of raspberries. Raspberry lightning. You know, we did this already. This is not the way. This is not the way. It does more than the third, you know that much. Funny. Funny guy. Ugh. Oh, look at that. Always worth checking. Red tunic. Something. Got ourselves the third tunic and the third sword. 100% worth it. Was the stairs? Oh, yeah. There might just be a little bit of a delay. Exactly. Totally worth it. Now we look less like Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life from behind, and more like Moon royalty. You're fully expecting 1 rupee. That's funny. That's the thing with the randomizer, though, right? Like, as soon as you start thinking you know what's going to happen, or as soon as you go like, oh, I don't need to check that. Like, you gotta like toss those notions aside, because anything can be anywhere. That's kind of why I love it. Oh my God, look. This is where the net was. Thanks. Now I can get fairies. Great. So funny. Okay, we came in through that side. So let's go this way. Playing the randomizer made you rethink the game. Definitely. What? Oh, I have to do this bullshit. Ah. Okay, let's do it. Holy fuck, look how much damage that did to us. That was insane. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, thanks so much, Selbig, for the raid earlier, too. I really appreciate it. And thanks again to Michelle Butterfield for subscribing for 3 months. Thanks for subscribing to me for, like, personally in real life. For almost 3 years. Crazy. What? Oh, 300 roops. That is a long subscription. It is. Oh. Yeah, I forgot you always gotta do this little bambolas. Little bambolas. Bambolinos. Psh. Psh. Yeah, we're doing it. Bombos. Oh, nice. Yeah, you were doing Mega Man earlier. That was a really tough game. I think I mentioned that earlier. Always gave me trouble. I never owned any of them in my original collection, though. Not on the NES. Were you playing on Steam, just with a USB controller, or? Ooh. You hadn't played the first much, but you beat it today. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Clean. My buddy Rathe was also playing Mega Man 2 today, and he was able to beat it, and also same thing, was having trouble with it. Had a lot of trouble with it back in the day. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Yes, 15. You get the collections on sale. Wait, are we screwed? We have to do this. Yep. That was this direction, right? I'm just gonna make sure. Oh, that's where we came down. Okay, okay. We're going. Yeah, we got dungeon locked. That's actually happened, which is funny. I've never seen that happen before. Except for the one, there's one room in the Desert Palace. Or not the Desert Palace. I can't remember where it is. Tower of Hera? Yeah, Tower of Hera. Where you, once you enter it, there's like the laser eye, and the door closes every time you face the door. Like the entrance closes, so you have to use the magic mirror. Not sure if that's how it's supposed to work in the actual game, but like the vanilla game. We are here. Oh no. Okay, good. You hold your sword out to stay facing away. Oh, you do this. And then, oh, that's so dumb. That's so dumb. That's such a simple thing. It's such a simple and obvious thing. Get out of here. That's good though. You need to know it to be able to do the randomizers. I'm sitting here trying to do a randomizer and I don't know it much. I don't know much, but I know I love randos. Oh, get the crabs, the rainbow crabs. Get them out of here. The trick for me is really just the getting like locked into a puzzle, and it's dumb because I'm like, I've done this puzzle before, but I get into like these loops, kind of like that one time you were playing Wario Land 4, and there you had to figure out how to do how to throw, like what to do with that old man. Do you throw him in the water? Do you not throw him in the water? Are you supposed to wait for him? Wario Land 4 puzzles can actually have that happen. I guess puzzle lock in my brain. That's what it would be called. But that happens all the time when I play that game. Yeah, what in the world is that part? I have no idea. I have no idea. And what game is it that I was playing that like felt so much like Wario Land 4? It wasn't Yoshi's Island. There was something that just like screamed, yeah, that could easily be a Wario Land puzzle. I just can't remember now. Get out of here with your 4 health. Your 4 damage. Nope. You should finally look it up. You should, just to see. You could even probably go into Google and write, what is that fucking part with the old man and the water in Wario Land 4? And I guarantee you Google will give you the first result will be what you're looking for. I love typing into Google exactly how you would phonetically just ask a person a question. And then Google will almost always get the answer right. Nice, look at that. Yes! Holy shit, yeah. Now that's prepping us for Ganon. Okay, I'm out. Wait, I'm not out. No. Oh, what? How? Fuck. Get out of here, man. Like, truly out of here. Done. Huh? Did we get the compass? We did. No, we didn't. Yeah, there's lots more floors. Okay. So we need the big key to progress. That's what we're looking for here. Gotta do that quick. I'm missing something for sure. For sure, for sure. Oh, you can farm anti-fairies. That's interesting. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. No, thank you. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, we have the key now, so we're good. Got it. Get it, got it, good. Yo. Yes. Got it. I think it's here. And then we're looking at this. If I remember this correctly. Then we're looking here. Oh, this is a nice enemy to have here. I've had some crazy enemies in this room and made this really tough. Really lucky that didn't get in our way. We're getting... Wow, great. Ganon keeps all the basic bitch enemies in his tower. That's fine. I don't know how I'm not getting hit right now, but I'm not going to complain. Okay, let's go up here first. We don't have the big key, can't do anything. Damn. Oh, that just takes us here. That's so dumb. Time to leap to leap. Yep. Nope, that's not the way to go. Oh man, I suck. I'm making myself do this, which is so dumb. Fuck off. What? Dumb. No. Can't make dumb mistakes like that. Guess we'll have to start from scratch again. Fuck off. Seriously, those things truly are the worst enemies in this game. Nice. Okay. Wow, that did so much damage. Holy shit. I call these things the weak enemies, the basic bitch enemies, but they are not. They do a ton of damage. So I was right about this path. Just can't flub it up. We got this. This. Okay, let's be smart about this. I said be smart about this. Look how much the fire bar takes. Holy shit. Nope. Holy shit. Okay, did it. No. Nope. Ain't having that. Let's go. That was nice. That worked out well for us. Uh-oh. It's an interesting mini boss to take on the ice. These are not... It's not a fun one. Okay, let's see. I guess bombs are the best option here. Did I get hit from the bombs? What's hitting me? The rocks. Yeah, it's the rocks. Okay, that's dumb. Is this gonna do damage? No. Does that do damage? Done. There we go. Okay. Fire rod it is. Wow, nope. I gotta time that properly. I'm not gonna waste my magic like that. No fucking way. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's all I'm saying. Oh, come on. No. Done. There we go. This is supposed to be an empty room. Interesting. We didn't get the key. Okay. I'm gonna have to fight that boss again. Yeah, we do have to fight that boss again. Oh no. Wow. I don't know why that room was empty. That made no sense to me. So the Wario Land 4 puzzle solution is basically what you tried over and over. Oh no. What's the difference though? Like, what you tried was to toss him into the water, right? What was missing is the question. Just running. I'm just avoiding these enemies. You have no clue what the difference is, except that it says to get to the left side before he lands. What? That's dumb. They wanted you to pass the dough heap on the left-hand side. But they didn't tell you they wanted that? Nonsense. Hop, hop, hop. Hop, hop, hop. The fact we have to do this again is dumb. But hopefully we'll find magic on the way. It must be what the devs were doing when designing it, yeah. Well, I mean, some of the aesthetic of that game is pretty psychedelic. Come on, we're so close. So close, so close, so close. Close. Oh, do we have enough? Do we even have enough to do this? Is the question. Nope. No. I always take this way. I never try to take the upper path. Nope. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, shoot. And that's not magic anymore. God damn it. We gotta start this over. I have to actually get magic. That sucks. I mean, there are places we can go. Big oof. Big oof indeed. That's okay. There are places we can get magic. Our pull item is magic, thankfully. But you can't just keep coming back and doing that, can you? Nope, you can't. The shops, the best potion shops are in other places, not in here, right? Like, we're not gonna be able to get magic potions, can we? No. But we can do this. Wait, again, we don't have the mushroom. We can get an item from the witch if we drop off a mushroom. Yes, here we go. wasting the bee. I know the bee is kind of nice because it does do damage to adjacent enemies and stuff. But instead it's just going to chill. I just released the bee in that person's house, which is pretty funny. Release the bees. There's only one way to do this. Fast, without dying. And I'm gonna actually use that potion the second I take damage, so I can heal my magic. Done. Come on. Yes. Cool. The little shop of hedgehogs. Kill this thing. Okay, we're here. That didn't take that long to backtrack and get magic, to be honest. Took like 3 minutes, maybe. Back to it, let's do this. We've got everything we need. Yep. Fuck off. You know what? I didn't even need to go for that every single time. That's so dumb. Here we go. No way. Well, I mean, I'm gonna use a potion anyways, but still, I don't want to take that damage. I did anyways. Fuck that. Fuck that. Okay, hold on. I'm using way too many potions right now. Just a second here. Dumb. Fuck you. Come on. Let me just try and do this. Yes. Whew, to be able to do that blind is pretty crazy. No way. Not today, man. Not today. Fuck you. Get me out of here. I didn't take any damage there somehow. Okay. Back to this again. Nope. I'm not starting off that way. Done. And we're not going to the left because that empty room just seems pointless. You can't fall in that pit. Oh, I guess we have to go to the left. That's dumb. That's so dumb. But I will take these roots and that key. Need a big key though. Oh. How is this nothing though? Let's just see what happens. Dumb. Nope. Nope, just dumb. Just an empty room. Itarama, do you know what that room's all about? I have no idea. Because now we're just looping and we're not getting anywhere. And we also don't have the big key yet. Is there something that's supposed to happen in this room? It's so crazy. Why is this so tough? We did this last time. It was no problem. Not a problem at all. Let's see. Let's see what we're missing. We actually have to do we really have to repeat this? This is so dumb. The big key is supposed to be behind that boss. Don't worry about what's going on there. I'm just reading here. Yep, we did that room already. The dungeon entrance, take the east. Okay, wow, so many things. Okay. There are 4 chests. I forgot to bomb something here. There's 4 chests. I'm sorry I just keep having to do this specific room over and over. I'm sorry for you, and I'm also sorry for me. Oh, fuck off. When I press left, turn left. This game's just trying to elongate things that it doesn't need to. Got it. Got it. Yeah, there's a bombable wall that we forgot here. Okay, cool. I gotcha. We did the super bomb check already in the pyramid, so that's good as well. Oh. Okay. Yes, mirror shield. Thank you. Map. Piece of heart. Big key. We needed it. We needed it. Is there anything else that we're missing here? That opens up that chest, and it opens up... Oh, there's a handful of rooms that we didn't do yet. Okay. Okay, that was definitely worth getting because I've got the upgraded shield now. I just don't want to have to take on the boss again, but it might make me. It might make me. Finally with the mirror shield. No. Fuck that. The fact that you have to do this puzzle over and over is absolutely excruciating. Just annoying. Or maybe we don't. We can just do this. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, so we haven't done this yet. Oh, come on. No. Why? Like, why? Unnecessary. Worst enemies, second worst enemies are the hands that come down. No. No. Absolutely not. Not doing it. Not having that shit happen. Oh my god, finally finished the script. It's a long video you're working on. This week is nuts, but you need to finish the Dragon Ball review by tomorrow. Is there a chest that shows up in that room? Hold on, hold on, hold on. There is. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, I knew I was gonna need the key. No. Fucking hand. The fact that it spawned here is ridiculous. Nope. Nope. We are so close to the end, it's not happening. No, fuck that. Fuck that. Nope, that's not the rhythm to do it in. No, fuck you. Fuck you. Big time. Get out of here. No. I refuse. Oh no. Did it backwards again. Absolute fucking frustration. Nope. The fact these hands keep respawning, like, just get fucked. Get out of here. Not having it. There. Done. 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 Do it. Come on. Done. Yes. Oh. Nope. Oh, fuck you. Goddamn save state. This is not cool. Nope, taking too long. Okay, they take a bunch of damage. Nice. Wow. One sec here. You got 3 days to finish the Demon Slayer video, as you have to have it out by Friday, so deadlines. Crazy. Oh, the bunny sprite in this, I'm just catching up on chat. The bunny sprite in this is actually a Subrosion. It sort of looks like a Jawa or like Sand Person from Star Wars. But a Subrosion appears in Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, and Link's Awakening, I believe. Thank you for the posture check and for the hydrate. Yeah, you'll see if it happens. I get turned into it. I'm pretty sure the Subrosians might show up in the 3D Zeldas, but they look just like Jawas. And I'm almost positive that they were just associated with the Game Boy ones. All made by Capcom, actually, believe it or not. Including Four Swords, Minish Cap, Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons. Not Link's Awakening, though. Whoa. The blue boomerang way over here. I've had the red one for so long. Oh, nah. No. Nope. Fuck. This is a pretty crazy series of enemies. Oh my god, wow. Look at this room. Capcom made them, yeah. Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, Minish Cap, and Four Swords. Four Swords Adventures was developed by Nintendo. Totally. Yeah, it's a shocking thing. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Bitch. There we go. Don't like using the cape or the blue cane. I'm not a huge fan, if I don't have to. But there I had to. There's shadows escaping from the puppet here. Or the puppet, the portal. Shadows from the puppet. I just thought of Shadow Puppet. That's funny. Shadows escaping from the portal. That will give us access to the portal. Yes. No, come on. Get fucked. What the hell? That's so dumb. So dumb. And of course that time around we're not going to get good RNG. I also didn't want to grab that fairy right away. I wanted it for the net, but that's fine. Usually don't use them, but helping someone through the vanilla game made me resort to telling them to use the cape a lot. Yeah. Ooh. I just try not to. Oh, fuck. Come on. That's the right path, though, right? I just feel like I'm in a loop. Okay, let me just look here. Okay. Yeah, okay, I know. Oh. God damn it, we have to do it again. Killing me. killing me right now. Nope. Oh, God. This is dumb. Like, this is just dumb. There's no reason for me to just keep looping over this crap right now. Yes. Good, I don't have time for that. Sure, whatever. I'll heal later. Fuck that. No. Fuck. No. It's gonna make me use our last potion. It's fucking stupid. It's not the time to use it. I'm super not happy with this right now. This is ridiculous. There's like nothing I can fucking say. How is that even happening? How is that not hitting? No. 2 hits. What a waste of time. How? Done. Wow. Fucking wow. No. The fire not hitting. Yeah, very, very strange. That was completely off script from how the game works. Oh, God. What am I just fucking looping myself in? Like, what is this loop? Is this actually a thing? We're so close. Yeah, whatever. Fuck off. There's one more room we haven't been to, but I don't think it's going to have anything crucial in it. This is going to take us to the big key door, the first big key door, and we have the big key now, so... I never check my map either, too, in this, or like Metroid. It's really silly, but... There we go. Yeah, I was just looping myself for no reason. That was all me. Yo, no. Okay. Really don't want to waste this magic. Come on, come on. Fairies. Okay. Okay. Look at these multicolored guards over here. Look at this. Boom. Bye-bye. Almost. They do so much damage to us, it just makes sense to do this. They do like 6.5 hearts each. Yes. Oh, okay, I don't know the best way to fight this guy, but I'm gonna assume the sword. I just don't have any patience for this right now. Come on, let's go. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. Their health is randomized too, of course. It's the first time we've seen that boss in the run as well. So we've had 2 unique bosses in this dungeon that we haven't come across in the game so far in the rando. What do we do here? It's ether that lights this up, isn't it? Sure. No. Let's do this instead. Thankfully, we're getting a ton of these enemies, like the squirmy worms. Oh no, look how much damage that does. Jesus. Fuck. We're starting right over. Nope. How is something so simple becoming such a problem? Oh, come on. Absolutely terrible fucking luck. Terrible luck. Save. Fucking hell. So dumb. It's just such a tedious, unnecessarily tedious. Okay. Cool. That's fine. Save. Yes. No, there's no way. We have to do it this way. No. Okay, so you almost got a chance to see what the bunny link, the bunny form of Garo was there. Yes! Ether medallion. Haven't found it the whole time. That. Nice. Of course the ether's in here. Ooh. Whoa. What boss is this? We haven't fought this yet. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Oh, so close. We got it. We just died there. Okay, just gotta be quick. What am I supposed to do here except avoid it? That's so dumb. Why? Why is this such a fucking hassle? No. You just absolutely can't stand still in this fight. Fuck you. Nope. What does that even do? Great. No magic, no health. What's the point? Like, what's the point of even being in the dungeon if we're gonna have nothing to take on Ganon, you know? Oh, I guess, like, eventually we'll just unlock the pyramid and this is done. Oh, no. Like... Nope. Fuck you. Like, this is just absolutely... I think my Zelda brain is done for tonight. There's no way. No. Like, no. Sure. Like, sure. What, like, what? Oh my god. Wow. Of course it's not going to give me any, Sure. Got the hit. Sure. I'm using so many save states right now, I just don't even care. Just kill this guy. There we go. Done. Aghanim. Release the Ganon. Release the beast. Ganon's a vampire, apparently. Nice glitch sprite. I am not taking on Ganon right now. After all that, I'm actually just going to call it, and then I'll finish Ganon at the beginning of the next stream, basically. Beginning of the next seed. I'm going to come back here, I'll finish the Ganon fight to start the next Link to the Past stream, and then we'll start a brand new seed. So I'm going to save it here. That was super frustrating, way more frustrating than the first time that we went through Ganon's Tower, definitely. We will find someone to raid and pass the love on to. I want to say thank you so much to Selbake Streams for the raid earlier. Thank you to everyone that's watching. Thank you to everyone that was tuning in all day today. and helped us get to our 260 followers. It's pretty crazy. Thanks again to Itarama for making that awesome new emote. In fact, I'm going to drop a few right now. Loving that new Super Mario Land 2 emote. Tomorrow is 420, so we're going to celebrate by playing Pokemon Leaf Green, Randomizer Nuzlocke, so I'm excited for that. And as you know, I stream every single day from 1 p.m. Pacific onward. You can catch me here on Twitch. If you're watching after the fact on YouTube, you can go and subscribe. I've got a full playlist there of all the parts of this particular playthrough and our first run of Link to the Past Randomizer on the stream. And let's see who's online. See who's online and what people are playing. That's the key. And then we'll share that raid. Nice. Let's go raid our good friend Dorian Z Drink. He's playing some Metroid Zero mission. So he's going from, we're going to go from Zelda to Metroid. He's a fantastic streamer. He's also a musician as well. He's a guitarist and I believe plays bass as well. But he plays a ton of really good RPGs. He plays a ton of Dragon Quest and also has been playing Metroid Fusion, Metroid Zero Mission, a whole bunch of them blind, a bunch of the 2D Metroid games. And the music in Metroid Zero Mission is one of my favorites. It's basically just a Game Boy Advance remake, enhanced remake of the very first Metroid on NES. So go give Dorian a follow, stick around to earn those Moonstones, and I will see everyone next time. Have an amazing night, and take care.